Provisional voting enables any voter who claims to be properly registered the opportunity to cast their vote. There are 3 provisional scenarios. A voter's name is not in the roster of voters. A voter is marked as vote by mail in the roster of voters, but does not have his or her ballot to surrender. A voter has recently moved and wants to re-register. First, we're going to learn how to process the provisional voter whose name is not in the roster of voters.
Hi, I'd like to vote, please. My name is Aaron Wilson. My address is 135 Main Street.
Wilson? I'm having trouble finding your name on the roster of voters and the supplemental roster. I'm sorry, but you are not in here. Are you sure you're at the correct polling place?
Actually, I'm not sure.
We can use the adjacent precinct map to determine your correct location. Based on your address, it looks like your polling place is over here.
I don't have time to go to another polling place. Is it okay if I vote here?
Of course you can, but you'll have to vote provisionally. But please be aware that some measures and contests here may be different than those at your polling place.
That's okay. I'd like to vote here.
The ballot clerk will assist you provisionally.
Hello. I'm voting provisionally.
Okay, please fill out the For the Voters section of the envelope. The more information you provide, the easier it is for the Elections Division to verify your vote.
Do provisional votes count?
All provisional ballots are processed and, if eligible, are counted. The reason you need to fill out and sign the envelope is because the City of Los Angeles verifies your information to process your ballot.
If the voter has any questions about the provisional voting, you can offer them the Provisional Voter Prop-Up Display, which comes in English and the additional 11 federally and city-mandated languages. Once the voter has filled out their envelope, the poll worker must fill out the For the Poll Worker section of the envelope. Check off the reason that you are processing the voter provisionally, and then affix the provisional precinct label in the designated area. For this scenario, you'll mark Name Not in the Roster.
I'm going to place your ballot in this pink provisional sleeve. When you're done voting, place it back in the pink sleeve and come back to me. I'll hold on to your envelope while you vote.
Thank you.
Print the provisional voter's name on page 2 of the roster of voters. Keep an eye on provisional voters. Make sure their ballot ends up in the correct envelope.
Hi, I'm done voting.
Wonderful. Let me find your envelope. May I have your ballot? Here is your envelope and stub. Please seal the envelope. I'm also going to give you a provisional receipt. You can call the Election Division 30 days after the election to verify the status of your ballot.
Thank you.
The provisional receipt comes in English and the 11 additional languages.
Looks good. Here's your I voted sticker. Thank you for voting today.
Thank you.
You may have a vote-by-mail voter without a vote-by-mail ballot to surrender. Assist them provisionally.
It looks like you're a vote-by-mail voter. Do you have a vote-by-mail ballot to surrender?
No, I never got it in the mail.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You can still vote here today as a provisional voter. Please see the ballot clerk. She will give you your provisional materials.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
If the voter does not have their vote-by-mail ballot to surrender, check off the Vote-by-Mail Roster of Voters No Ballot to Surrender box on the provisional envelope. Remember to write the provisional voter's name on page 2 of the roster of voters. The last scenario only applies to voters who have moved within 14 days of Election Day.
Hi, my name is Jane Smith. I live at 897 West Street. I just moved into the neighborhood last week. Can I vote here?
Let me check the roster of voters. You're not in here.
I found your street in the street index. We can verify this information in the adjacent precinct map. See? Here's your street. It is within our precinct. That means that this is your new polling place.
Do I sign the roster of voters?
Since you're not in the roster of voters, we're going to process you provisionally, and you are going to sign the provisional envelope.
Oh, thank you.
In this scenario, the poll worker must check off the voter moved and wants to re-register and vote box on the provisional envelope. Processing a provisional voter is simple. Detailed instructions are listed on the back of the provisional envelope. The provisional job description card, and the poll worker handbook. Never make any assumptions about correct procedures. Always ask for help and use the many resources available. Voters trust you with their vote. Follow correct procedures to avoid disenfranchising a voter. Work as a team and make sure the voter has a positive experience. Good luck and have a wonderful election.